What is going on, Hyperion fans? I didn't think that I'd actually be back in the booth until the All Stars events, the Legends events. Sorry, but you know what? Here we are, Portal, back here in the booth of Hyperion for the Consolation Finals. Duking it out for third place in the Hyperion Open Cup Season 1 is Frost Surge. I'm sorry, no, is Grav-9 and Phoenix. Very excited to see these two teams play.
So this is why you get the sticky notes, man. It's on here. I don't have to worry
I
about,
know.
a producer accidentally messing it up. It's perfectly fine. But yes, we do have Grav-9 and Phoenix. It's a perfectly fair and balanced match. We saw these two teams struggle in their semifinals match, and they wanted to duke it out just to at least get a third place prize. Interesting strategies from both sides. We don't usually see these kinds of tournaments, so it's nice to have a third place match. Curious to see exactly what's going to go on here. People know me as the quote Grav-9 curse or whatever, but it's fine.
And as well, we've seen me fanboy just a little bit over Grav-9. This roster is we haven't seen everyone from this roster, honestly, but I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's a roster of some pretty significant depth. It's going to be Straight God on the Reinhardt. You've got Shadow Storm on the off tank, as well as Squanchy, who's most typical, I think, to show up here. You've got Toast, Dabsky, as well as Valenzo, Dane, Kotori, Astro, and Sunta. Like I said, we've definitely seen a lot less from some of these players, but hey, that just means more time in the limelight for standout members like Kotori and Squanchy, and of course later in the season, Straight God as well.
Of course, but you only got 12 people and there's only 6 spots to take. So as we go over to Phoenix, it's almost the exact opposite. They go for a full 6 stack. That's all you need. That's all they really need in order to do this, and they've proven out throughout the entire tournament. Had a little bit of a rough showing last night or a couple nights ago with against I get the name. Paradise just thank you, I knew that. But they're still a fine team. They still know what they're doing. Hopefully, they can show up just a little bit better this time. We know how Max is amazing on that Ryan and the Beast, one of the better BAPs of the tournament. So hopefully, we'll see him pull it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And we won't waste too much time heading into this first to three best of five series. We'll be taking to the control point game mode for our first map, and looks like it's Ilios Portal.
Yep, we're going to be going straight to Ilio, so you got plenty of times for those stupid, stupid pit kills. Don't worry about that. That's going to be a plenty here, especially in this. I guess you could call it a solo match. It's just because it's kind of for fun at this point, but these players are having fun. They're already calling this a grand finals, which it isn't. That's next Sunday, so don't worry about that. Will still be happening and all that crap. But we are loading in, and it looks like we're going over to Ruins here, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, this is one of the two Ilios maps where you don't have over half of the objective missing. It's I won't be surprised if we see 6-man compositions emerge from either side. I think that we've seen definitely from Grav-9 that their identity is that brawl style Overwatch. They like the structure, and as well it fosters the strengths of Straight God, who will be in the starting lineup for Grav-9. But I think as well, Phoenix emulates some similar strengths.
Right, but you're going to be absolutely right here with them both going for that 6-man kind of structure. Grav-9, ironic that they go by Grav-9 when they want to go brawl. It's something they like to do. They're very good at whenever they actually show it up. But nope, they're just going to stick with the 6-man meta that usually goes on with Ruins. Nothing too crazy here. It is interesting, though, that I do see Safe going on Reaper. We don't usually see that from them. They usually go on to Sombra, so it's going to be interesting to see exactly how they pull it out.
Yeah, mirrored compositions on both sides. It's no longer a question of which matchups you play better. It's who runs this identity better. Already out the gate, engaged in a fight are Grav-9 and Phoenix, and
Ooh.
Max ends up going down. That's a really critical pick here on the side of Grav-9. It's all in now, finding the hack onto Nat, and a little bit of pressure as well. There's the final blow going to Astro. Love the duelist Lucio gameplay emerging. And that is a really clean first fight.
But yeah, Joe's just right into the face of Max in the end. Nowhere where to go. Already uses jetpack, already uses shield. There's nothing to really save him there. He was able to get to him in time, so because of that, Grav-9 takes the first point pretty significantly quick. So now Phoenix has time to regroup, and they're going to full push here with their 6-man ready.
Oh yeah, quick to take the point and then quick to take another fight here. CSPP falls under the hack, but they're not going to be pressured really at all. Most of that damage is being dealt into Max, and there's Natty going down in the mid-fight. This fight is as good as over here as well with Dragon Slayer hacking that Mega. Safe has to just get out, but they're going to be chased down. Look at that.
Yeah, that's another 10 seconds. They're going to have to wait there, so Safe has to go back. But now, Grav-9 is just able to get those early picks quick enough before Phoenix even have a chance. A little bit of a, advantageous coalescence. I think that was a misclick, but that's perfectly fine. They still got plenty of ultimates. They still got a great primal ready and rolling to go. So if Toast just play off of that, it'll work out in their favor. Phoenix, however, they only have Coalescence EMP, and he's going to try and continue with that.
There's Dragon Slayer hacked, and that means Nat, ends up losing the 1v1 there, although Dragon Slayer ends up trading in the process, so it's an even fight for both of these teams at this point. Waiting on the Beast to possibly proc Coalescence here, but without Safe in the lineup, it might be a discouragement to do so as well. The Coalescence ends up coming out, and it stabilizes the rest of Phoenix in this position, but not for very long. There's the Blossom from Toast. It does secure the mech kill. Tori picks up a skill orb elimination there onto Natty. The rest is just cleanup here for Grav-9, but they have to make sure that they're not losing members in this position.
Yeah, but look, Max is getting just a little bit too overzealous. They able to get a little bit pick, push them back a little bit. They now know that Quan Chi does have self-destruct ready and going. Should have known that, but now you've got a guarantee. Phoenix just need a full push here. They're in the head, and they got the mini diva down.
Now that's a good EMP as well, connecting up to 4 onto Phoenix. Toast is just looking for the angle to do damage down. The 6-man sustain of Grav-9 is absolutely immense. It's so much to cut through here. Safe uses the Death Blossom, but to no avail, as well as Nat has committed the EMP.
That's it.
But yeah, that's the round.
Yeah, they just kind of full hold of them there. No one touched the point, I think, that entire round. So, great on Grav-9. I think that's the most full hold of a point you can really get there when no one even touches it from Phoenix's end. Great plays there. We're going to be moving on to Well now. Probably a similar composition here. Nothing too crazy. You can try and run a brawl here, but it's very difficult, especially with that giant well. So they're just going to stick with what they know to 6-man. It's working out for Grav-9. Phoenix, however, they just got to find those picks earlier.
Yeah, they've got to figure out. There's so much sustain here in the 6-man composition. So the question that they're confronted with is, who do we prioritize? And even after you ask that question, say you want to focus Kotori, you might not even be able to. They've got Fade on cooldown and in the middle of 5 other members of Grav-9. We'll have to see how this first fight plays out. Phoenix can score an early win here. Both bubbles coming up in the cage area. So both teams are vying for control over this health pack. Astro ends up getting hacked out, and Lucio becomes a potato under the duress of the EMP. But Phoenix is slowly yielding space here, giving up a little bit of ground, maybe to go back in with an elimination onto Natty. The movement is going to be a little bit slower, but there might still be some picks. Point is going to unlock. It goes to Grav-9, but the fight isn't over here quite yet. Grav-9 is looking to end it, though, with a final blow onto Nat. Toast is just running amok in the midline as the Coalescence comes out from Kotori as well. It's the final nail in Phoenix's proverbial coffin.
Right, a little bit of an early Coalescence. I would have waited just a little bit to make sure even though they were winning that fight, you want to make sure you super win it so you get the point. You want to save that for the next fight because they're going to have a Coalescence right back. So even though they kind of popped out a little bit late there from Beast, not a great play whenever you want to try and push here. Now Phoenix, no tank signs, and they're still going to just try and push it here.
Ooh, there's Toast picking up their mirror matchup there onto Toast with that Blossom. Has to juke on out of there, though, get a little bit of health back. Not sure why they didn't go for the mini pack there. There's an EMP now connected onto 3 of the members of Phoenix, and Grav-9 is able to capitalize off of it as well. I think that, not having CSPP in that mech, it wasn't a massive death sentence, but it definitely is a setback that Phoenix has to endure. They're still in this fight as well. They want to keep going, but with Max going down, there are compelling reasons not to.
Well, I think that health pack is sent towards Phoenix's end, so it's really, to Grav-9's end, so it's hard to get health whenever it's act like that. So now, Grav-9, again, very full hold right now. They've got Coalescence, they've got Reaper ready and running. Phoenix don't have too much. The EMPs have been hidden. They've been really good on the Sombra with getting those hacks done, but just haven't been able to capitalize on it. They need to start pushing those players that are hacked and get them down before anything else. And it's not going to work again.
That's beautiful. Toast gets away with the 3-piece on the Death Blossom. Almost got hacked out of it by Nat as well, who was sitting on that EMP. I wonder if they're thinking now they should have used it.
But you should have called it at least. I mean, that's something that, you know, you have to say right there. Especially when you should know that Reaper is ready to ult. You should say where he is so you can make sure you get those ultimates out of the way.
Unlucky for Natty, not going to be able to connect to the objective or build up the last little bit of that sound barrier unless the rest of the team from
Ooh.
Phoenix is able to connect. But they're straight off with a jump pack kill onto Safe, and now is swinging fisticuffs on the objective, pushing members of Phoenix back off the objective and also scoring some nice damage as well. There's a nice boot kill from Natty, finds Toast, gets backed out of the beat, unlucky! And that's going to be first map already resolved for Grav-9.
Yep, quick game for Grav-9. Nothing too much in their way. Phoenix, again, just could not capitalize on those picks. Grav-9, interesting plays here and there. Grav-9 had that. I think this is what the play of the game is going to be here. Yeah, even though Phoenix saw that the Reaper was up here, Grav-9 were able to just walk right in without any issues, get 3 picks, and 4 if you count the remake. Beautiful plays from Grav-9, and hopefully keep seeing that up. Phoenix need to step it up just a little bit.
I think that really what I'm appreciating most from Grav-9 is how connected all of its members really seem to me right now. The hack onto the D.Va so that Toast could then get away with the Death Blossom, even despite the presence of the enemy Sombra. I think that, you know, in that instance, I would be playing Reaper and I'd be like, okay, you know, I kind of want to wait this out, see who that Sombra hacks first, and go from there. But the rest of Grav-9, they see that Toast is setting up a play, and they're like, we've got your back, we've got you covered. But, you know, Portal, control point, it's not everything to judge a team on based on, or at least how they perform on that map. I think the next couple of games we'll be going to will be a little bit more telling as far as the dynamics of these teams are concerned. Our next map will be the escort game mode, and we'll be going to Rialto. Beautiful, beautiful map.
Yeah, so we're gonna hope that what we were saying earlier, that just control was just a little bit of a fluke, that we can see these teams go full force into Rialto. We did see Phoenix just a couple of nights ago. They got the full push onto Rialto, was able to get that third point, just wasn't able to hold on long enough and lost in this map. So it's going to be tough here. They're going to go back to it. Think they've got everything under control. They can take Grav-9 on. But I have to say here, Grav-9 we know is such a strong brawl comp, and I think they want to stay away from that as far as possible, especially even though Grav-9 just dominated on that last map without using brawl, I don't think they want to test it right now.
Yeah, you know, when I think about Rialto, I think about the double shield, double sniper, or the ball D.Va dive disruption style compositions. But you know, the truth is that a well-oriented rush composition can absolutely thrive here on Rialto. It's possible that Phoenix is playing into Grav-9's strengths by picking this map as much as they're looking to accentuate their own. We'll have to see here a couple of, you know, just about under a minute here for these teams to figure out what their win conditions are, and then we'll be able to see all of that in action. I do personally look forward to a little bit of double shield. It's not something you hear many Overwatch players say, but I would love to see the horse in action.
Well, I mean, get used to it while it lasts. You've got until April, so I mean, take it as you can for double shield.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too surprised if they go double shield here. It's something that's been, you know, proven to work a lot here. Phoenix, oh, we love to see the passion out of them. They've got to make a staple out of themselves from trying to use them in the best way possible. But we go for Grav-9. They're actually gonna go. They're actually gonna go for more of a brawl 6-man here. Interesting play whenever, excuse me, whenever you're trying to go against double shield. Phoenix, however, I think they're expecting the double shield, so that's why you're seeing this ball comp coming out of them. Grav-9, you've got plenty of answers, and it looks like Dragon Slayer is looking to play just full stagger here. Look at him at the far corner.
Do we see a close hold emerge here out of Grav-9? Do you think that they're setting up for that?
I think so. I mean, look at this here.
Goodness, yeah.
Like, what are they doing there?
Escorting Squanchy to the...
Did Squatch's keyboard die or something?
Gotta move our D.Va, guys. That's our win condition. There's the wall already coming up. You don't typically see first fight break out here, but with the rush composition from Grav-9, it's free game here. The Beast already going down. There is a Pharmacy now in the skies. It's going to be safe at taking to the air, but Natty's attention has to be on the entire team as the Beast has just respawned. It's no suffering either in terms of health pool here for Grav-9 as the fight continues to break out, but nothing has happened quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, Toast just gets an early pick on Zen quick enough, but look at that. Beast comes back and says, no, I want the BAP now, so give me him. But Safe Even though with the Pocket Mercy is unable to stay alive for long enough, this is just going to be a stagger composition for now.
These connections onto CSPP will whittle down that
Ooh.
health pool a little bit, but Natty, ever attentive to their tank, is keeping them topped off. Now it's only the tanks here for Grav-9, with Astro remaining on the objective. As Straight God goes down, you'll see Grav-9 go for a reset here. Just die on the objective and come back in the next fight.
I mean, you have to there. It was a good attempt to try and full hold at the spawn point. Worked for a fight. Great job there, but just not enough to hold for the entire map. And it's almost impossible, let's be real here, to try and do something like that. So, Grav-9 falling back, trying to get everything recontested. They do get High Noon ready and going, so that's great. But look at Phoenix. They've got Flux and Ball Mines ready and going. So now, Grav-9, if they just use that High Noon perfectly, they don't have to worry about this attack.
It is a little weird to me to see the ult percentage for Grav-9 as low as it is. There's the Deadeye kill, picks up both of the flyers on Team Phoenix, and the Flux did take Astro's life, but it's not going to take down the rest of Grav-9. It's going to be more required in that endeavor, and it doesn't seem that Phoenix has the resources to do it.
Nah, they've got nothing out of that far. Mercy got shot out of the air by the High Noon. Great place from Toast to do it, but now the question is, can he do it on his own without the High Noon? That's the answer here, because Safe, look at them. They have the barrage ready, and so, I mean, that's the win condition. If the barrage can just get in the backline before BAP has a realization that they're there, they can get that amazing barrage kill that we saw when they first played.
Have to see, the Beast is coming up on the Transcendence as well. A little bit of ball tech coming in there. CSPP looking for the off angles. Proxy adaptive shields and is going to roll right back in, but has to be careful. Lays down the Hammond eggs, and already Toast is out of the fight. That's your hit scan, your response against the far, and the barrage is free, but the beat is able to drop in time. No elimination secured, and Squanchy is going to take life out of the field. In the meantime, Natty was reviving the Beast. The Transcendence does come out in response to the Blizzard. It keeps the remaining members of Phoenix alive, but look at all that manpower on the side of Grav-9.
Well, Safe had a good barrage, but they were just a little bit too high above them, so they couldn't get as much damage before the beat came out. So that's something they had to consider for. Yes, you had a lamp, but they also had a beat to counter it. So now look at Phoenix. They just kind of have to fall back, wait for everything. Quan Chi does use self-destruct, so that's an ultimate you don't have to worry about, but when you only have Transcendence, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of minefield, ultimate charge recruit for CSPP, but they're also critically low. Going to have to get a little bit of sustain from their team. Now it's going to be Safe, pressured out by Squanchy, but they're going to have to disengage as well. Straight God coming up on the first shatter of this defensive round. Lets a ripped, and there's the Amp Matrix as well to help with the follow-up too. Toast is out of the fight, however. Kotori has to proc the Immortality Field and is now responsive to the Wrecking Ball, but goes down safe in the backlines of Grav-9, helping Phoenix to stay in this fight just a little bit longer, make things look more winnable, and maybe they would look otherwise. There's the barrage as well. Takes Squanchy's mech. Maybe that's all Phoenix really needs here. As well, an elimination onto Straight God. This point should capture the first objective. There's only a little bit, well, rather none of it opposition from Grav-9 to fight through.
That was a beautiful kill on the Cassidy from Beast there. Amazing play from Phoenix. They were able to get into the back line thanks to Safe, just fully going around, not even worry about the height that they can deal with that. But Grav-9 doesn't really have an answer to him. Toast is able to take pot shots, but with a Mercy pocket in the wings, there's not much you can do unless you get that Mercy out. But Natty is playing terrifically well to stay out of that line of sight. So if they can just keep it up, they'll be fine. But Grav-9, they got another High Noon, and we've seen it before. That's kind of the kryptonite of a Far Mercy.
Yeah, as well as, Toast is pretty much only going to use that to target the Far Mercy in the air. Safe hovering right above them right now. Finds a connection, but can't proc it quite yet. Still has to undergo the deluge of damage being dished out there by Safe, who does get pressured out by Squanchy, but can't find themselves eliminated. There is Nat going down, however. The Beast procs the Transcendence to keep the rest of the team alive, and it is matched by the sound barrier from Grav-9. Now it's going to be Max stunned out and caught out as well by Toast. Might fight for their life here in this corner, but that life might not last much longer.
Yeah, Toast is going to get the kill on the Max here, but look at that, Natty does get the res on the Zen. I don't know if that's going to get out of it, though. Yeah, it just way too far ahead.
Well, there's Dragon Slayer going down. That's a good man advantage to establish here, but perhaps the timing isn't quite right. You wanted to see that elimination come in kind of when the fight breaks out, so now Phoenix kind of has to take this early aggression to Grav-9. CSPP rolling back in the midst of a self-destruct cast in the mid lines of Phoenix does secure Nat. Let them play the video game, Grav-9. And now it is a full-out fight here breaking out. CSPP is going to have to roll on out of there, and you've still got ultimates online here for Grav-9 as they continue the defense. The revive helping to establish that, or re-establish that man advantage, but it's quickly nullified by CSPP going down.
Well, I mean, CSP going out on his own is not going to help, especially when Natty's trying to res Ash back into the fight. So you kind of fall back, just make sure, yes, you want to take control and make sure to help him with that, but look at this, Safe. Safe is trying to go into backline again. If they can get another one of these good barrages, that's the second point, just close. But look, the Shatter goes out and doesn't hit anything.
Oh my goodness, Nat just wants to respawn and be able to come back in. There's a minefield and a bomb on the objective. The point is a dangerous place to play here for Grav-9, but they're navigating it pretty well until Save comes in, eliminates Squanchy's mech and Toast as well, looking for more blood to spill. And there's plenty now that there's no immortality field for Kotori, doing a little dance in the air saying, "Don't hit me!" But Save ignores that plea. It's going to be second point rolling in, but there might be a recontest here from Grav-9.
Kotori taking a strat from the game of life to spin and win, but it just does not go into his favor. Grav-9, they've got ultimates to spare her. They might try and hold it here, and it looks like they're going to throw everything on the point.
There's a Blizzard thrown out onto the objective. No Transcendence from the Beast. Ooh. Look at how close they were as well. 98%. It is online now, and without the freeze, they're able to proc it as well. Strike God already eliminating 2, but Natty with the warmth of tranquility enveloping them. They're able to bring back Nat into the fight. There's now a sound barrier on the side of Grav-9. It strengthens their defense here and the collective health pool. Now it is just that spin to win. Here's the strategy for CSP, who does manage to juke the charge there, but that's the only person now remaining here for Phoenix. Look at Safe getting caught out there by Toast, this Deadeye, which they've held this entire time.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to hold on to it. Just like, it's on the grass. You should use it here. You can use it here. You probably should. Now I'm going to wait till the last fight after we've won this. It's great plays from him in order to hold that high noon until the very last second. Great strategy from them, but Grav-9, it's a very respectable hold. 101 meters is not something you usually see on the second point. You usually see that second point and get captured and hold like a little bit closer towards the third, but great plays from Phoenix just to try and get there. Nothing too much to really criticize there. It was just Grav-9 are playing a phenomenal game. Phoenix isn't really doing anything wrong. It's just Grav-9's doing much more right now.
I feel like that'd be a pretty reasonable assertion to make. And as far as the Deadeye goes, yeah, I absolutely respect the patience from Toast there to just kind of hold on to that until they know they need it. Honestly, I didn't realize Deadeye could pick up eliminations. I've been using to reload for the thousands of hours I played in Overwatch. It's that's pretty new to me.
Yeah, it's a bad sickness. Hopefully we do find a cure. There might be a vaccine for it soon, but we'll see when Overwatch 2 comes out. Phoenix, interesting. Why there's a staircase, by the way. I don't know if you know, as Phoenix, you don't need a May wall up there, whatever. But
stairs are for mothers and nerds, man.
Sorry, gosh, I guess I'm a nerd. Deal with it. But Phoenix, oh, no, there's no way you're going hog. Yeah, I thought so. Double shield, perfect, fine. But okay, no, they're just going full brawl. Great plays. Grav-9 knows how to play brawls, and you just play it right, it'll be perfectly fine.
Is though Portal mirroring the rush composition from Phoenix? Is that the right call for their defense?
I mean, I don't think so here. I mean, Phoenix, we haven't really seen their brawl comp really come out lately, so it'll be interesting to see if it's improved based on the last couple matches we've seen. But Grav-9, we know them from being able to pull these brawls. And look, they're being nerds and taking the stairs here.
Yeah, or they're all mothers, and Nat is going to get real familiar with the spawn doors as well. Connections on the Fire Strike, but Strike God might get frozen. Nice wall to prevent follow-up damage onto them. They live for a little bit longer here as Grav-9 continues to surge past this objective, picking up a couple of final blows.
Yeah, just with a little bit of aim lock there on Lucio. Great shots from him. No ultimates needed right now. They're able to take this first little area of the point, getting close to the first point here. Grav-9, they don't have any ultimates, neither does Phoenix, but they've got plenty to boot. Grav-9 knows how to hold this. Or not hold this, but just hold the attacking point at this area. But Phoenix, if they can just get Blizzard up, I think that would help them.
Yeah, it's interesting. The fight didn't last really long enough
No.
for any ultimates to be acquired, and now Safe is coming up close on the Blizzard. It was Nat trying to find an off angle, but finds themselves confronted by Squanchy. Still is able to get them out of mech, but the Shatter slams to the earth. An answer from Grav-9 to Phoenix's defense saying, no, this point is ours. But Phoenix has an apt response. There's the Amplification Matrix, but undaunted by its presence, Straight God is free swinging and blocks the Shatter to boot. The sound barrier is going to be committed from the defenders now as Nat picks up that final blow onto Straight God, and Max helps to clean it up. But Toast is striking back with a Peacekeeper of their own. Still, the capture of the first objective is acquired.
Well, yeah, Toast just popped off towards the end of it there. I was gonna say that Phoenix are just wasting ultimates like window here when you don't really have anything to really show for it. But no, Shatter comes out from Max, able to get some down. B comes out just to save Phoenix from Grav-9's ultimates, but just wasn't enough because Toast is hitting shots on the ground like it's crazy. Phoenix, I mean, maybe go back to that far meta you were going for earlier. That was working out just a little bit, but it's not enough. Nat able to get the early pick on Straight God, so that's gonna help him in this fight.
Yeah, Straight got a straight feeder there on the staircase, which is utilized there by Team Phoenix. They're either nerds or mothers, and now Nat has the Deadeye coming into this fight. Is looking to outplay the defense matrix, and as the self-destruct is cast by Squanchy, this is the moment of opportunity. It's going to be Toast using the Deadeye first and finds Nat out on the high ground. Now the sound barrier is committed by the attackers. Grav-9 looking to make this push a meaningful one. The Immortality Field comes out as well. They want to make sure that Squanchy stays alive because that remake is so incredibly important. And it's a nice pin from Straight God. And then a solo shatter, attempted a solo shatter onto the Beast.
Very rare do you see a solo shatter miss on a bat that's jumping, so Phoenix, I mean, they're kind of going a little bit numb here. Grav-9 is just going all crazy here. The early Blizzard comes out just to prevent anyone from getting onto point, but Safe has to say otherwise.
Yeah, that's a nice pick onto Astro, but the sound barrier was committed last fight. There's a self-destruct as well. Finds out Dragon Slayer and Kotori falls as well. This is the team fight win. The stabilization that that Phoenix needed.
Exactly. I think Dragon Slayer just threw up Blizzard just a little bit too early, threw it into right room thinking that's what they were going. But no, they went straight down main, avoided it entirely, and it just went into Phoenix's favor. So now Grav-9, no ultimates to really show for in Phoenix. They've got Beat and Shatter ready, so they can stall this out for at least another 2 minutes. It's going to look good for them, but they have to go for the whole thing because they only went so far.
Yeah, it was so close to that capture for Grav-9, but we got to commend the defensive efforts of Team Phoenix. They'll have to continue to put up that same energy. Squanchy's in the back lines of Team Phoenix right now, was possibly looking for a C9, but is going to lose their mech for it. Look at that. That's a little bit tragic here for the side of Grav-9, who still rush this point. They want to find a victory here, but they're going to find themselves shattered. 4 men on their backs there as Toast picks up 3 with the Deadeye, able to hold it and then find significant damage to wipe out the forces of Team Phoenix. And Max has already used the Shatter. They're going to go down to a nice crit finish there from Toast, who pushes up into the spawn of Phoenix. Go ahead, buddy. You deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy from Toast there. Grav-9 gets 3-man shattered, but Toast stays alive, high noons just to back him up, make sure they can't go for the kill. And because of that, he was able to get a 3-man and not worry about it. I think that has to be play of the game, right? I mean, come on, give it to us, give it to us. Yeah, see right here, 3 people go down, Lamp comes up so he can't get Straight God, and look at that. 4 heads, 3 of them go down. Beautiful play from Toast. Amazing from Grav-9.
Yeah, a really good start here from Grav-9 as they take a 2-point lead in this first to 3 series. Phoenix is backed into a little bit of a corner here, and you and I mentioned, Portal, that it's possible Phoenix was kind of playing into Grav-9's strengths there with the Rialto map pick. They have to find a map that will make Grav-9 suffer just a little bit more.
Right, I mean, as we go into Hybrid, you gotta avoid digging yourself into a grave here. They did pick Rialto, so now they realize, okay, that doesn't work. Probably not gonna try and do anything too crazy here. We'll have to see what map they pick, but Grav-9 is looking very strong, especially Toast on hits again. Like, wow, those shots were absolutely amazing, as well as high noons. You can't really be fault for it. I mean, Phoenix just needs to find that kill just a little bit early, find Toast out, even a sniper just to focus onto him. Just needs something to deal with this man that the Grav-9 has made out of some Frankenstein's monster of a hit scan.
Well, Portal. One of the things outside of being dashingly handsome casters that I think you and I have in spades is generosity. So, out of the kindness of our hearts, we'll give Phoenix a couple of minutes to figure out what that win condition looks like, and we'll head into a short break here. Oh no, actually, we're just going to keep going. So these teams are ready to just go back in.
I
Portal, our
guess, yeah.
generosity has just been cast to the side.
They hate
And
us. They
no,
hate
nobody
us.
appreciates us, Portal, except each
Sure.
other. That's all we've got. We'll be going into King's Row. You want to talk about appreciation? This map is highly appreciated. This they ought to enter this map into some kind of award ceremony, and it would steal the whole show. Everyone loves this map, including Grav-9.
I mean, especially here, it's kind of their bread and butter right now. They get to run May, run Brawl at the same time. What more can you want here? Phoenix, I think, I hate to repeat myself, I think they're digging their own grave here. We know how Grav9 especially loves this map, but I feel like this is only Phoenix's choice. We only seen them pick this map whenever they had the chance to. And they do the same thing. They teleport Bastion up top of the statue, use shields to try and get him out. It works sometimes, but I think Grav9 is prepared to deal with it.
I'll tell you, the one thing that I think we've kind of yet to see from Grav-9 is the presence of Zenyatta in their team. And so I'd
Yeah,
be
true.
interested to see if Grav9, kind of understanding that Phoenix might want to go for that, opts out of the Lucio and into the damage amplification that is offered via Discord Orb to see about shredding through that ironclad buff that Bastion runs, or that Bastion has. Maybe it's just the personal bias being a Zen main myself, but if there's a Bastion on one team, then I'd always expect a Zen on the other. Phoenix, with those boom and bust strategies, though, you've got to ask the question, is it enough to overcome the obstacles that Grav-9 represents? Everything in terms of sustain and main tank presence and of course, damage. As we saw in Rialto, it's all there from Grav-9. And I think that they'll be opting here for the defense first as well, which puts them in an advantageous position to continue understanding how Phoenix want to engage.
I mean, they have to go for defense here because, especially like we were saying earlier, you don't want to give Phoenix that option, that choice, that really pressure to go for what they like to, and that's just rush onto the point with a freaking Bastion. And so, if Grav9 can just go for defense, not even worry about that too much, or at least have time to reconsider and fight back against it, it's going to go into their favor. Grav9 knows how to play Brawl here, and so it's not too much of an issue. If anything, it's going to be a difference on if Phoenix decide to match the Mei, if they can play better than Grav9's Mei. It's going to be tough, but it's definitely a worthwhile guess to try and go for. Both teams are perfectly fine here in this kind of composition, but Phoenix, we haven't really seen them just yet. Hopefully they can find something as we're getting into the map.
I sometimes find myself launching Overwatch and getting into a game and then realizing my monitor's off or my keyboard's unplugged. Maybe that's the correction that Phoenix is going to have to make here heading into King's Row. And I mean, what a map! It really is a good one, and it fosters a lot of different strengths. It's a very structured map, which helps compositions that have a lot of structure to them, like the Rush or the Brawl compositions. But I'll tell you, breaking outside that mold might be part of the win condition here for Team Phoenix. I wouldn't be surprised to see Safe on the Pharah with Natty on the Mercy again, but at least until they walk out of spawn, that doesn't seem like that is Phoenix's strategy.
No, they're going to be opting for that teleporter in some shape or fashion. I'm interested to see if Nat's going to start switching to the Bastion because we've seen it earlier. Like they want to try and do something like that, but it's never really works for them. Grav9, pretty normal composition here, just going full Brawl, full Mei. It's all up to that Mei at this point because Phoenix, they don't have anything to counter it. So if Dragon Slayer gets a great Mei wall and knocks out Straight God before anything, or not Straight God, but Max before anything happens, it's going to go in their favor. Grav9 have all of the cards on the table just for them, and it's in the odds aren't against them, it's against Phoenix right now.
Interesting. Phoenix is committed to the Symmetra strategy. Got to watch out for Toast on the off angle up there on the high ground, though. But the rush composition, ooh, look at that. The beast ends up going down. You don't want to push there, even if you do have the Lucio. The turrets are insignificant damage dealt to Grav-9 as they push through the choke and look to get some early damage out.
Yeah, there's nothing they can really do here as Max almost gets staggered out for a second, but it's nothing too bad here. Grav-9, Toast, amazing pick just to make sure they get out of there and nothing really a value for Phoenix. They don't have any ultimates. None of them are even at 30% besides Max. And look at Grav-9. They don't have anything either. It's kind of a repeat of the second map where fights just happen so quickly that no one has anything to get ready for the second. So it could be a repeat if Grav-9 just gets that amazing headshot again. But Phoenix looking to change it by going to the high ground.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get right up there immediately. And the speed amp, unfortunately, isn't able to escort the tanks quite up there. They're going to a brief moment of hesitation before finally Team Phoenix is, they all say, hey, you know, yeah, we're committed, stay up here, come to the high ground. And now fighting in the upper floor of the hotel. At one point, they're going to have to drop, though. And I think that Grav-9 still ends up in an advantageous position, even despite now this high ground advantage that you would see. But look at the wall! It separates a couple of members of Team Phoenix, and the rest of Grav-9 capitalizes off of it, pushing in. There's the Immortality Field. It's going to bail out the tanks here for Grav-9. Straightgod finds the pin onto Safe. And, I mean, that's already this fight resolved.
I mean, you could not ask for a better wall from Dragon Slayer. They do pop window just to solidify the last 2 kills. I think it was getting worried because they lost Ryan and I believe a DPS towards the end there. But perfectly fine there. Window comes up pretty quickly, especially if Kotori is on BAP, and they've got plenty of ultimates to spare to deal with it. Phoenix only has a window to use in this next fight, and Max, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have a shatter. He doesn't have wall or anything to yet. But Grav-9, I feel like they're just gonna throw Blizzard and just call it a day.
That's a pretty good Sonic there. If they commit the Blizzard there, they're also going to be committing the Dragons, and CSPP ends up going down. But Max with the damage amplified Fire Strike will hit him back. But Squanchy with a remake onto Natty. And the Shatter from Straightgod as well are all warning signs for Phoenix to back out.
Yeah, so Phoenix have to back out, reset, figure out what they want to do. Grav-9, no healers, so they have to wait for their healers to come back alive in order to get something. So Phoenix can they can just rush in while they don't even realize it. Could have helped, but they're just going to fully wait, make sure they get those ultimates ready and going. They do see that no one's there, so they don't have to worry about it too much, but it's going to be all in that Shatter. If Max can just get a good Shatter, knock 2 or 3 people down, and get the kills, it's all on him. But Grav-9, Dragon has been playing phenomenally on May to get those May walls up there.
Yeah, there's another wall coming up online though too. The Photon Barrier from Safe might be the end of the, or the beginning of the end here, rather, for Grav-9. The high noon from Nat unfortunately doesn't find anything here for Grav-9 fans, but they do get the flash fan kill onto Toast. Gotta love that that ability. Everyone loves it. Squanchy, however, trades for the Beast, and they are armed with the self-destruct, looking to engage on the back line. They find themselves stunned and have to force the self-destruct just to get remeked, and Straightgod goes down in the process. Max did commit those Shatter, and as well, you have the Photon Barrier erected as well, but thrown onto the objective is the Blizzard. It's going to isolate members of Team Phoenix, and now Grav-9 might be able to capitalize if they play it right, but that's a far wall here from Dragon Slayer. It doesn't zone anyone out, and the resource game is currently being won by Phoenix.
Yeah, just barely there. They will throw all of their ultimates, just trying to get something here. Great window, Fire Strike, just find 2 there. Beautiful play from Phoenix. They're going to be finally taking this first point and start pushing that payload, but they've only got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Not a lot they can really use here. They need to be dominant for the rest of this map, or just this point, in order to have a chance for the third one. So now Grav-9 are looking still pretty fine here. They've got Dragons and Beats, just in case of Phoenix trying to do anything weird, but Phoenix has to be right back to deal with Dragons. So if Phoenix just hold off, find them out, but look at that, Kotori goes down early.
Yeah, that's they actually could have stayed hidden as well, so that's a little unlucky there for Grav-9. Is it's just a little bit of a lapse of judgment there, shooting the turrets that wouldn't have done any damage to them, and now Grav-9 just has to totally reset.
Yeah, but it's nothing too bad here, because usually you give this kind of, you know, this kind of real estate early anyway, so not too much of a loss, but Toast is just trying to find a little bit of an angle, see where they can ult here, get something out. They aren't usually on the payload, so they don't have to worry about it too much. Oh, here comes the Dragons. Can I get anything?
It's far enough away
Separates.
that Phoenix is able to LOS it. It does cut off the main tank, but the sound barrier is there to make sure Phoenix is able to call this a one fight. There's the Photon Barrier as well. A lot of fights are win off of both of those defensive ultimates. There's Max with the Shatter, connects to a shield, and now the Blizzard is in that harrowing corner. And Team Phoenix will collapse under the weight of the aggression.
The close plays from Phoenix in order to get into that high ground. It was a beautiful Dragons from Toast in order to separate the main tank and help Dragon Slayer get that melee off, just separate them just a little bit more. But Phoenix bounced up with a beat, forced Grav-9 to repeat that as well and have a beat of their own. and Grav-9 gets a better end of the deal of holding the point. So now Phoenix, they need to find a good High Noon, a good self-destruct, and something just to get these picks because they're not finding them. If they could just find those picks a little bit early, they'll be fine. But look at this. Stray God's looking for a flank.
Oh, the jump shatter, the drop shatter rather. And the Immortality Field does bail Stray God out of a hyper-aggressive play. There's the self-destruct thrown in, however, and Astra won't have that lamp to help them stay alive, as well as Dragon Slayer and Stray God both go down. This is the teamfight win that Phoenix really needed. Get a little bit more progress on this point.
Yeah, they had to. If only that jump shatter landed, that would have been game over for Phoenix, but they're able to block it there. I don't know if it was intentional because Max is trying to block the Cassidy from the far side, but look at this. Grav-9, they're not able to fall back into. Phoenix is just playing super aggressive here, and it's working out in their favor. They get D.Va out of mech, are be able to cap it, so now they have to reset, but Phoenix, they're looking pretty good here. Just, again, they're playing so aggressive, and they don't have enough heals to really support it.
Oh my goodness, 12 HP in a Dream. The Fire Strike is thrown, and then the Amplification Matrix comes up. Guys, that's not how you do the combo, but that's okay. It buys plenty of time for that barrier to regen from Max. It means they're able to hold this space. Still going to be taking this corner fight here, as the Dadai finds his commitment in Nat, and it looks like it connected only to barriers and a defensive matrix there from Squanchy. There's the Photon Barrier, though, to make it a little bit safer to play, and a nice off-angle shatter there from Max is going to whittle down the collective health pool of Grav-9 as the picks continue to roll in here, and the cart moves uncontested. Well, I mean, briefly contested here by Dragon Slayer's cryoform.
I mean, this is exactly what Phoenix needed right now. Now they're on the snowball here, but they don't have any ultimates. Window pops up for Grav-9. It's not going to find anything too much because D.Va's right there to defense matrix it.
Yeah, but CSPP will still go down. There's the Immortality Field deployed by Kotori as well. That's all the utilities that that Flex support player has. The Beast goes down as well. Things are looking winnable for Grav-9. They just have to find these final picks as the... oh no! And Max went for the pin because they knew that Astra was going to go for the boop, and during the remix, CSPP ends up getting frozen. That's a nice Blizzard cast, and a shatter from Straight God as well. They might end up wanting to have that if there's a connection here from Phoenix, but it's looking a little bit less likely. CSPP still able to use the boosters to get back on, but finds themselves on the reverse end of a pin. Even despite the Immortality Field, they still go down. Sound Barrier drops, and there's just no hope here left on the attack for Phoenix. They'll have to hold this far.
What a play from Natty to knock Ryan into the pit right as the pinnacle of that moment when you needed the Ryan there because Blizzard was going to come out. That forced, not only forced it, but just commanded Grav-9 to throw everything out there at that point because there's nothing to really protect Phoenix from taking the point. So great plays from Grav-9 in order to hold that, but it looked really close there. That should not have happened whenever you look at almost a full hold on first point, a weird second point, and then third point, they only had really one fight in that sort of scenario. Phoenix was able to push up so far, use window just for real estate in order to get the payload past the elbow, and I mean, that was it. Grav-9, they need to show up just a little bit more here. They know what they're doing. We've seen that happen time and time again, but Grav-9, it was just looking a little bit odd after the second point. They couldn't find their footing after losing that first point. So Phoenix just need to play that to their advantage. It does look like they're going for a more traditional brawl composition of what we usually see from Phoenix. So I do like that kind of style, but Grav-9, they're going to have to mirror it of some sort. We do see Dragon Slayer stepping off of Mei, letting Toast take it, but oh no, they're going to go back for the 6-man. I like this. I like it.
Oh wow, yeah, this really is more like a 6-man. It's definitely not quite rush composition.
No.
Kotori's on that Moira. We've actually talked before about the Kotori Moira. So let's see it in action. I'll miss the Immortality Field, see Ant Matrices, but you know, if it works, if it's enough sustain, then there you go. Hard to sustain through a Mei wall though. That's Straight God being first blood of this round, and Grav-9 isn't going to push their luck. They're gonna have to back out.
Yeah, I think they realize that this is not the comp that's going to work, so there's going to be some switches here in order to try and deal with what Phoenix is trying to throw down on them. But no, they're going to stay with what they want, to stay with what they want to go for here. I respect that. Just try until it works. But Phoenix, they're able to find those picks early because of the May walls.
Hey, there we go. Nat's able to play the video game, and Toast is sent back to spawn. Means that there's a chokehold here from Team Phoenix, but the fight isn't over yet. Grav-9 is still wanting to stay in it for as long as possible. Continue building up those ultimates. Dragon Slayer is just waiting on the cue to go in. I do like the Doomfist kind of rush composition. And there's the Seismic Slam, but they get instantly stunned and deleted. What else did you expect?
I mean, if you're going right to a Cassidy, I mean, that's all that's going to happen. You're just going to get flashed, and that's it. They do force out Window, though, so that helps out for a little bit, but Phoenix, they have plenty of ultimates left in order to deal with whatever they've got next. Grav-9 only has Shatter, so does Phoenix. Don't have to worry about it too much just yet. It's just a matter on who can get a better Shatter and if they can capitalize it on it right now. Grav-9, we've seen them do it before. They have Coalescence ready, too. Here we go.
We'll see. Strikeout goes for it, connects to a barrier, and now Max with their own shield suffering. And with Strikeout frozen, slings the hammer down to the earth. Dragon Slayer goes down, and that's a decisive fight win here for Phoenix. They continue to hold, even if you'll still have Grav-9 pick up a couple of eliminations.
Yeah, those eliminations aren't going to do too much, but look at this. They're actually going to...
What?
Beautiful combo from both of them there.
CSPP self-destruct claims Toast, but the damage was already done into Phoenix there. They just got nothing left.
Yeah, take those words you just gurgitated and put them right back in your mouth right there. Those are some amazing picks from Grav-9. A little bit of ambitious play, but we like it. We take those. We take those kinds of wins. Beautiful play there. We've got a minute 46 since we're attacking it, so now they're going to have 4 minutes when they want to take the second point, which, if it's anything like Phoenix, it's going to be a walk in the park. But Grav-9, look at the Dragon Slayer, just cannot find anything on the Doomfist.
Yeah, Toast gets Nat this time, says that's payback for earlier, and you know, just with the Blizzard behind them and Phoenix in front, Straycon has to go for a play, ends up getting shut down by it. It'll be a reset here for Grav-9, and we'll watch out for that Shatter.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to full hold here. I don't think they really can, especially when they have a window. Oh, no, sorry, that was something if I heard a window going. But Grav-9, they do have ultimates that work and try and get out of the spawn, so you don't really want to try and do that. Look at this grab that's going to happen, though.
We'll have to see. Oh, Dragon Slayer goes down, so the Space Jam combo isn't viable anymore, and Max is able to find Squanchy out with the 200 damage that Shatter now deals, but they're straight out with a nice counter Shatter and a pin onto Safe there as well. Finding themselves stunned, has to get top back off. That's plenty of healing there. Now there's just CSPP as the Diva, stalling out the objective. Has to find the D-Mech on there. The High Noon still committed here by Nat's gonna hold that trigger until the last second, and a couple of ultimates have been exchanged for eliminations, but now on the side of Grav-9, looking to not lose this fight. Kotori is going to proc the Coalescence. Normally it does healing, and now it's only damage here, as the point is still contested by CPP.
Well, I think, yeah, once Max saw that bomb was going over his head, he knew he was dead, so he was giving as much intel to his team as possible, so they know how to attack that face, and attacked it. They did. Kotori on the more with the Coalescence was able to just wipe the floor with Phoenix, because they used everything already. They didn't have anything to deal with it. They already used Lamp all of their ultimates, so nothing to really do for him. But look at Dragon Slayer. He's been trying to get these planes. They haven't been working yet. If you just get one good punch, that is all they need. But Phoenix, they've been able to dodge, especially not with those flashes.
Yeah, really good stuff from Phoenix to keep Dragon Slayer constantly marked, but they're coming up in the last fight of second point here. Nice counter pin there, and now it's Safe's opportunity to throw in the Blizzard. There's no sound barrier as well on the side of Grav-9 to mitigate it. Meteor Strike goes down, doesn't connect to anything, and neither do the consecutive abilities here. Flight into the Rocket Punch bails out Natty, who was the target of the Doomfist Rocket Punch that Dragon Slayer was trying to utilize, and that's Phoenix is stabilizing just before that second point cap.
Yeah, I think the Overwatch gods are trying to tell Dragon Slayer that Doomfist is not the call here. I'm just going to throw everything so it just does not work in your favor, no matter how hard you try. Phoenix, I have it be luck or happenstance, but man, great plays in order to just keep their team alive. If only they could just hold it for just a little bit longer.
Oh, there's the Rocket Punch kill onto Safe there. Stray God's in the presence of a window and just built that Shatter before they died. The sound barrier as well pads the collective health pool of Phoenix, the immortality field, keeping them alive in the grab, but Kotori's Coalescence does a little bit more damage. Picks up 2 final blows with that, and the self-destruct is cast by CSPP. To no avail. It's Kotori was able to fade out of there, and with 4 bodies on the objective, it's only a matter of time until Grav-9 finds the second point cap.
Right, but I think that's the 4th kill that Coalescence has gotten in this map.
Yeah.
So great plays from Grav-9 in order to use that to their advantage. Usually you don't usually see that from Mora, but we like to see it here. Phoenix, they've got stuff to really deal with it, but I don't know if they can actually show it. We have seen Nat on the high news, able to get picks here and there, but it's just nothing too much just yet. Grav-9 really need to show something here. They've got everything in there going. Nat pops a high noon early just to back him up. It's not going to get anything. Oh, but it gets squat out.
Yeah, with Squanchy out, the question is, do we engage into this nice block of the flashbang? And that's a Dragon Slayer's cue to go in, as well as the Immortality Field being deployed might mean that Straight God wants to engage as well, but they're quickly found out. It's back up, Grav-9. This fight's over.
That would have been huge if Toast could get into backline without being sought out, because Lamp was already pushed. If Lamp was destroyed and they were able to get just a Reaper in that flank backline, that would have been game over for him. So Grav-9, I think they still have it here. They have a minute 30 to play with. They only need to push it just before getting the third point, so it's very possible. Look at Max. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a jump shatter, just
Yeah.
but no, we won't go too crazy.
And no, Max knew, I think, that that Grav-9 had him marked. There's the attempted shatter by Straight God. Doesn't get any knockdowns, but the Meteor Strike is in, forces the Immortality Field. However, pick still secured here for Team Phoenix, and the beat that was cast by Astro ended up getting canceled.
Yep, great plays from Phoenix. I do like how Nat tried to punch Doomfist before Doomfist punched him. Great plays there. But Phoenix looking all right now. They've got Shatter ready, almost a jump Shatter. I wish I could see that, but you know. We can beg for a next map, maybe finals, but
We got to see it from Straight God.
Yeah, a little bit. I want to see it hit. That's the thing. I want to see it work.
Enough.
That's what I want to see. But Grav-9, they do have grab, so if they just use Grav-9 perfectly, Toast has a free 6-man.
We'll have to see. There's a lot to play around the barrier, the defense matrix, and Max as well is frozen. There's the Immortality Field, the Ice Cream Sandwich, separating Straight God from the rest of the team. But the Coalescent still manages to do enough damage, and Toast picks up one, only one, but still one with the Death Blossom. Still, however, Phoenix is slingshotting the momentum back in their favor, picking up final blow after final blow and calling that a team fight win. Now they've got ults in the bank for last fight.
Yeah, Toast's Death Blossom got flashed out, and then Beat came out from Entity? Yeah, got it. Nailed it. But Phoenix, they've got plenty here. If they can just use it to their advantage, it's an easy game, and they're already going to get an early pick.
Yeah, there's a Grav there, but you know, you've got plenty of healing, the Immortality Field, and the Deadeye as well. That is Team Phoenix picking up King's Row. That doesn't quite equalize the series, but it does make it a lot more competitive.
Well, that's what we like to see. We like to see it to go to map 4. Phoenix finally finding a map of so long. The drive is still there. The match point is still in sight. If they can just find it, fine-tune it, and pinpoint it, they'll be perfectly fine. But Phoenix has been looking interesting here, especially on Max here. Look at that double flame strike. Perfect player. Grav-9 almost was able to get back in there had that not have happened. So good job on them, Phoenix. Able to pull it back, and we're going 2-1.
Yeah, really good stuff. CSPP with 69% kill participation. Nice. Well, that will take us to map 4. That is going to be the 2CP game mode, as it is belovedly referred to by the Overwatch community, and we'll have to see what Grav-9, what grounds they want to stage this next fight on. We are going to check that out on the other side of a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back from the break, everyone. We are heading into map 4 of this first to 3 series. Phoenix bringing it back there on Kings Row, maybe down to a little bit of a wire, but they're now operating at full strength. The ringer Natty is stepping out, and Penn will be stepping back into that support role, which means there might be more to expect from this team heading into this next map.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, Phoenix having some, they want to switch off Natty for Pin, not Nat. It's a different person, trust me. And I am the only one that almost messed that up, not the organizers. Don't worry about that. But Grav-9, Phoenix looking all right here. It's nothing too much out of the ordinary. Phoenix finally able to find their first map in Kings Row. Looks pretty strong there, if I had to do say so myself. It was an interesting, little bit of a rough start with that first attack, trying to get that first point. But once they got through that, it was just steamrolling to the third point and almost got there. Had not for Grav-9 getting those late picks onto Ryan and throwing out the Blizzard. So very close from them, and they were able to hold it out pretty tremendously. So it does look like that we are going to be going to the next map. And Ethan, I think you'll like this. You should take it. You like it?
Is it Horizon Lunar Colony?
No, gosh, no. Why? It's not Horizon Lunar Colony. Just look.
Well, then I'm not interested, Portal. I wanted to watch Horizon Lunar Colony, and instead we're heading to Temple of Anubis. I have a love-hate relationship with this map, unlike the exclusively hate relationship that people have with Horizon Lunar Colony. In terms of map design, Temple of Anubis, I think, is objectively just pinnacle map design. But man, do I hate playing it. It is so good for Widow, for Genji, for Dive, Double Bubble, and as well for Double Shield. Sorry, I almost fell asleep on my
Oh,
monitor just saying
God.
that.
Yeah,
But
same.
so even though I don't like playing it, I'm still disappointed that no one has picked HLC. But I'll be satisfied with a Temple of Anubis rundown.
Yeah, Temple of Anubis is fine. I like playing it every once in a while. It's not really a go-to map. If you had to ask me and put a gun to my head and ask it, but I don't hate it. It's not horrible, but Temple of Anubis is perfectly fine here, especially if I do have to save for Grav-9. We've seen him on the hit scan just go absolutely crazy. So if Nat can do that with Cassidy, I can't imagine what he can do with any of the other hit scans. So as we're loading in and letting the teams figure out exactly what they want to do and figure out exactly, I mean, you've got to take some, excuse me, you have to take like a double shield here. I mean, you have to, right? That's exactly what you want here, and Grav-9 has kind of shown that they can kind of play that combo a little bit better here.
You're not their dad. You can't tell them what to do. And
Well, I'm not. I'm just
Phoenix,
saying.
yeah, Phoenix in a little bit of rebellion phase there, Portal Man. It seems they are going for the classic Diva Orisa defense composition. I'll never complain about that. Two of my favorite tanks in the game being run on the defense here, which is going to be assumed first by Team Phoenix. And it's a strong lineup. There's a lot of threats to contend against if you are the attacking Grav-9.
Of course, it's a lot to really contend here, but Grav-9, look at what they're doing. Going back to 6-man like we saw in Ilios. It's something that they were able to work pretty well on the first time, able to take it 2-0. So if they get to repeat it here, it's not going to be a long series for too long just yet, but Grav-9, the only question is Dragon Slayer. If he could get those EMPs and those hacks just like he did on Ilios, then it's a done deal. But if he can't and Phoenix have figured it out, especially with CSP on Diva, it's going to be a tough fight.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Already, Dragon Slayer being pressured out of the position that they wanted to be in. Look at that, a sliver of HP as they disengage.
Get there.
It's really just kind of a stall here for Grav-9. They're not able to push yet.
Yeah, they're just kind of waiting for the dive to come out. Dragon Slayer does get behind them, so that's good. Able to try and find a hack. It's great to get that pack, so they're going to try and take it to left room if they can here. That is what they really need to. But no, they're taking the right room. I mean, that's something you kind of need, though. You need that health pack advantage.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, that you're playing into to safe on the far end. There's no hit scan in the lineup here for Grav-9. Already taking a little bit of presence here on the objective. That's a nice sleep, though, onto Straight God. They go under significant instances of damage and are going to be able to get top back off in the corner. Now it's most of Grav-9 on this objective as the fight breaks out. Safe ends up going down as well as Max. Those are incredibly important picks. I don't know if we'll be able to see Penn get away with a revive.
I mean, you can here. There's nowhere to really go in order to stay safe
Lord.
from Gattori. I mean, look at this
I
double.
hate Mora.
I mean, that's amazing. The double, I forget the exact, not Discord, but the other purple thing in the game, because there's so many stupid purple things in this game. But Phoenix looking a little bit rough there. Grav-9 find it out, just able to get those picks, able to get this first point. As they're going on to second, Phoenix is going to be ready and waiting for him. They've got Nano almost online. They should have it by this fight, so a Nano Barrage is what they need in order to make sure that Grav-9 can't do anything too much of danger.
Yeah, but there's an aggressive engagement here. The Sound Bearer is going to drop, and the Coalescence finds out the Beast. Even if they did have the Nano Boost, they don't have time to apply it, and now the Barrage comes out from the defenders, but Coalescence whipping around. It's going to be Kotori able to keep the team sustained, but not for very long in the presence of a Bob on the objective, deployed by Nat. That's going to pick up 3 final blows. Bob is doing something.
I mean, who needs a team when you've got a Bob, right? That's all you need. And like, Bob is just doing everything for Phoenix right now, so hopefully they can bring Bob back quick enough for him to do even more damage, but it does look like they're going to opt out of it, and that's going to swap over to Cassidy. Make sure you can get that high noon quick enough. They do have Nano here, so Nano is going to be something to look out. So Grav-9 need to get that EMP right onto Nana in at least a couple letters and just knock out Anna before anyone else, and they'll be fine here. Phoenix, oh, they don't even know it's coming, and look at this. It's going to be a beautiful flank once that EMP goes off.
Yeah, Nat was kind of aware of it, but you know that
is he?
incognito mode. Yeah, they're looking. They know that Dragon Slayer's creeping around on this off angle. Now a little bit of spy checking here from CPP. There's the EMP deployed, connects onto CSPP. Nat and Max. Those are 2 members that have their ultimates. Beast is still sitting on the Nano Boost and have to apply it to compensate for the man disadvantage. It is going to go on to Safe, who might be able to build up that barrage, but they were hacked as well. No boosters, just raw damage being pelted into their face by the shotguns from Reaper. That's so many picks here and so much point presence. Bongo deployed here by Max as they walk out, but they no longer feel the warm tether of the damage amplification from the supercharger there, and that is a quick 2nd point cap for Grav-9.
Just as I said it, it's all on an EMP, able to find those amazing picks, just EMPing everyone in the backline, making sure no one was going to get anything there, and knocking out Anna before she got Nano. That was the key there, because now not only does she have to work for it and get that Nano before anything happens, but Phoenix, but Grav-9, they're already on the point at that area, so Phoenix looking a little bit rough. 3 minutes is a hard time to beat. You don't even really need to worry about matching that. Just at least 2 minutes just so you can try and stall them out in the 3rd round of defense is what they have to go for. So, I mean, if I'm honest, I think Phoenix need to go rush here. They need something just to have some sort of a time bank to deal with Grav-9.
Yeah, it's you know, I'm thinking about that Nano, and I think that, you know, we broached that essential question in organized Overwatch, where, you know, a commitment to strategy or a dedication to adaptability. You know, which one ends up being more important? I think the Beast knew that, you know, the Nano Pharah was part of Team Phoenix's win condition, and so we see them hold it despite the fact that they don't they don't fall under the hacking effect. I don't think that the Nano really would have changed anything here for Team Phoenix, but at least that when it was finally applied to Safe, it was already too late.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer helping us get a nice angle of Phoenix's attacking phase. Is ever going to get a good hack? He doesn't go for it, actually. He's actually just going to do some damage.
Yeah.
A little bit odd. I would have gone for a hack and get some damage on him, just to stagger him a little bit.
Yeah, that's some nice EMP charge and a good start here as the fight breaks out. It's an all-out brawl. There ain't much to talk about here besides Max going down and really the end of this push here for Phoenix in that 6-man composition, especially when you have no ultimates. There's no equalizing a man disadvantage unless Safe manages to find out Astro. That's an important elimination, but Safe is quickly caught on the off angle by Toast. Now suffering 2 losses. Phoenix will have to play it a little bit slower, but also slow is going to be Grav-9 as Astro looks to reconnect.
Right, I mean, Safe has been good on getting those kills in the backline, flanking and getting some sort of value there, but we got to look at what Grav-9 is doing. They're just waiting for him to push him, so if Phoenix can just play to that advantage and get those hacks, find someone out early, then it goes in their favor, but with Max going down so early, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, coalescence from both sides here as well. Neither team really wants to lose this next fight, and CSPP still ends up going down here. There has to be damage done, and it's going to be done by the Beast on the Moira. It only connects to a barrier, and now maybe the 2-tap found out by Safe. No, Safe gets melee finished by Astro. That's that was a dirty fight, but good on Grav-9 to win it.
Yeah, Coalescence going on both sides, going the way of Grav-9. Phoenix just cannot find what they need in order to do this. I did see that the teleporter is on the far left side, so I'm guaranteeing you, if they go right from Phoenix's end, that EMP is just going to destroy them there. But now look at this. They're going to try and go into the left room. Oh, no. They're actually going to go right for the main. Just go right dive, but that EMP has something different.
Ooh, yeah, that's a 6-man EMP, but the beast still ends up going down. There's 3.
What?
There's 2 more for Toast, and they get the DMAC onto CSP as well, looking for more blood to spill on the white sands of Temple of Anubis here as Safe finds himself in a corner and caught out. That's a little unlucky considering the investment that had been made for Team Phoenix.
I didn't even see Toast use Death Blossom right before that EMP went off. Had he wait a millisecond later, that would have been it. Phoenix would have had it, but no, Toast is able to hold his grip, hold it down, and look at this. Phoenix, they have 3 ultimates. They can use this. Grav-9 only has beat, so they can just use 1 ultimate, get beat out, and it's perfect for Safe to get that Death Blossom in there.
Breakout has to use the Primal already, though, so that's 1 ultimate force down that corners the Death Blossom, actually. And the Self-Destruct had been cast by CSP, but it doesn't secure any final blows. Astro, it dies in, I don't even know where, to Max, and Strikeout is under quite a bit of pressure here. An engagement onto the high ground of the first objective as the Coalescence finds its commitment from Kotori, but there's so much more damage going into them than Coalescence actually heals for. That is going to be the resolution of first fight. A first point for Phoenix.
Yeah, Grav-9 got a little bit too careless there. They were able to get the early picks. Amazing juggle from Straight God just to make sure Safe didn't get any kills with Death Blossom, but it wasn't enough. Grav-9 had ultimates to really hold that, but didn't use them, opting to try and save it for the rest of the first point, but because of that, they lose it, and now they have to wait for second point. So Kotori gets an early pick on that, so that's going to be good for this early fight. Yep. Oh, and then that's just it.
I mean, you don't want to push without the. I mean, you could push without the Sombra, but not without Yumura, not in 6-man.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, Toast has been just wiping through. I think both Reapers on both sides have been phenomenal at getting their team to what they need. It's just all up on which one can find a better ultimate, and that finds out Dragon. He thinks that Dragon has EMPs. I think that's going to be their target for now.
Yeah, they're getting close to it. Nat's in a really good position to EMP quite a few targets here for Grav-9, and there you go. It's a 5-man hack there. Astro in potato form is unable to wall ride or speed amp or heal to get themselves out of there. The Coalescence is just additional damage done onto the remnants of Grav-9, but there aren't many of those left here as Toast goes down. It's not quite a tick of pro. Oh yeah, there's your first tick. Self-destruct thrown in by Squanchy, and it does get Safe as well. There's Max going down too. A little bit of space on the objective. Progress yielded for eliminations here and a team fight win.
Well, yeah, and Safe used Death Blossom while that bomb was going off, so now that's gone out the window. They don't have it anymore, so Phoenix, all they've got is beat and Primal. They have to use that to their advantage. Grav-9's Coalescence has been on point this entire series, so it's going to be difficult to fight against it. They need to get Kotori out right early when that Coalescence is out so that it doesn't do too much damage towards Phoenix. That's going to be the key here. They're down to 2 minutes. There's no way they can get a better time pick than Grav-9, but it's not out just yet. Phoenix has plenty of resources to win here. They just need to find it before Grav-9 does.
There's Astro staging like Grav-9 did last fight. The Death Blossom is going to pick up 2 immediately. Goes unmitigated by the tanks here for Phoenix. That's a great advantage to start off with. And the Coalescence, there's another final blow going to Kotori. And even despite some pretty good damage there from Safe, it's not quite enough.
Yep, that's exactly what Grav-9 needed. Beautiful Death Blossom, just knocks out everything from Phoenix. But Phoenix doesn't use any ultimates in response, so it's a 1-0 kind of, response time there, but that's perfectly fine because Phoenix, look at that, they've almost got 5 ultimates, which involves the EMP, so they can use that, make sure Grav-9 has nothing there by the time they have Self-Destruct. It's gonna be an easy game for Phoenix, but look at this, Dragon Slayer is looking out for, some sort of support. Okay, he gets the tank, good play.
Yeah, but not enough follow-up damage to really justify staying in. We're going to see him TP
Yeah.
out, and I'm really looking at these
Ooh.
sound barriers. There's the first one from Astro, and it is not going to be EMP'd either. Coalescence is well committed. It's support ults on both sides, and with those support ults, Phoenix is able to take some presence
Ooh.
on this objective. Now finds themselves hacked, drops to the Mega, finds that that's hacked as well, and Squanchy gets killed during the remech animation. The Beast is going to be traded despite all of this, however. Stray God picking up 2. Can they get more to help Grav-9 stabilize here? Might be able to. Yes, they are. It's Pen going down underneath. Stray God utilizing that hacked Mega Pack to stay sustained in that fight. Nat on a sliver of HP is going to have to disengage, as well as the rest of Phoenix.
Where they have to. They only have 10 seconds, so Phoenix needs to regroup, make sure no one else goes down. But Straight God says otherwise. CF speed goes out. That's going to be huge. They don't have an off tank to work with. If Grav-9 can hold this, that's it.
An EMP, it's onto 3, but is there a touch here from Team Phoenix? No! Your third place winners for the Hyperion Open Cup Season 1 is Grav-9.
That EMP solidified it for Grav-9. There was no one close enough to touch. You saw Samba was trying to throw a translocator right at the end there, but just wasn't enough. Grav-9 take the 4th map in a 3-1 series. Brilliant plays from both sides. Safe just could not find any death blossoms towards that 2nd point. Had that happened, we might have seen a different game, but close match nevertheless. Great plays on both sides, but Grav-9 take it 3-1.
I'm pretty impressed. Grav-9 managed to kind of force Phoenix into that mirrored compositional game, and it played out to their advantage in nearly every map there, with the exception of King's Row, of course. Phoenix just doing phenomenally on the hybrid map. I gotta say though, Portal, we mentioned briefly, dedication to strategy versus adaptability, and we saw Grav-9 really in an exercise of futility use that 6-man composition against Frost Surge the other day. It is nice to see that composition that they've been working so hard on really get some value.
Of course, and value that they get. It's great to see that they're able to bounce back, take the 3rd place spot. Nothing too much of that for just getting 3rd place, but we like to see it. Phoenix able to show up with 1 map, perfectly fine by them. We're not going again. Don't stop it, guys. It's over. You've won 3-1. We're not going to Scrims Row. Get out of here. We don't want to worry about that. But we are going to cut to a small break, and when we come back, we'll be back with the MVP from Grav-9. So stay with us.
Welcome back from the break, everyone. The games are over, but the show is just wrapping up. We are bringing you your post-game interview with none other than Toast of Grav-9. Toast, how are you feeling after that good match?
Feeling pretty good. Wish we could have taken it 3-0, but 3-1's
Oh,
still good enough.
Fair enough. Yeah, victory's a victory, no matter regardless of the score. Definitely kept it pretty close in some places. It's the mirrored matchups were really interesting to watch. For Grav 9, I gotta ask, do you guys run anything other than the brawl compositions or 6-man strategies?
Sometimes we do, but in these matches against Phoenix, Brawl and Six Man really just felt like the comp to go and gave us our best chances for winning.
gotcha. And winning you did. Now I have to say, I feel like the highlight of your day was definitely on the Cassidy, especially on Really Alto. So my question is, how the heck were you able to get all those high noons and amazing shots that we saw throughout the entire series?
Well, it's always nice to have a shield and defense matrix,
I guess true. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
but
Mortality Field can help
uh,
sometimes as well.
Yeah.
you gotta love every defensive ability in Overwatch.
Take them while they last at this point, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Hey, receiving care from the rest of your team, that's what makes the DPS player's life easy, and will make your life a little bit easier as well. Toast, I know that you're in the middle of a goats game against Phoenix, you absolute clowns, all of you. But
As
before
a
you depart from
DPS
us this,
too. God.
I know. As a
Yeah.
before you depart from us this evening, do you have any shout outs that you'd like to make? Anything you got to say in this final broadcasted match for Grav 9?
Let's go Grav-9, third place. That's
Guess
pretty
that's
much
what you
it.
got. Yep.
Yeah,
Let's go,
that's
Grav
pretty
9.
much it. Grav-9, third place. Let's go.
There we go. Grav 9, third place. And yeah, congratulations on that as well. You guys fought a pretty long season and emerging out on third. That is not a bad debut here for Hyperion. We hope to see you guys again next time. For now, have a great rest of the evening and good luck in your GOATS game.
Yep, take it easy.
That was Toast of Team Grav 9 and Portal as well. That's going to be it for us.
Yeah, for real this time. We're not gonna come back. Gosh, no, we're not gonna do it. Gosh, this was weird, but no. Oh God, don't don't pressure me with the finals yet, man. I gotta warm up. That was a crap night for me. I gotta work on it. But hey, nevertheless, it was a great series all around. Grav 9 pulled it out in substantial fashion. A little bit of a weird kind of defense on Kings Row, but we take those great plays all around. Phoenix, however, I feel like they're still looking better. They're going to be ready for the next time whenever they show up for the next tournament, if there is one. And so I can't wait to see them come back. I feel like Grav 9, if they can show up like that uh, just now, I feel like they can do it and take the season next time.
Yeah, the sentiment that I have is that I hope to see all of our contenders, all of our players and teams in the future, and whether it's for the next tournament or the next event, we'll take what we can get here at Hyperion, heading into Legends Week after the finals. That's going to be Sunday, March 27th at 8 p.m. EDT, and then the week ahead has some fun events. That's going to be Jackbox Games on the 29th of March, a Widow 1v1 on the 31st. Pugs on the 2nd of April, and as well, the Legends show match is going to be the weekend of the 1st of April. So signups for these can be found in the events channel in the Hyperion Discord. So if you haven't already, make sure that you've joined the Discord as well as dropped a follow on the Twitch. You guys do not want to miss the finals that will be casted here live at on Sunday, and as well drop a follow on Hyperion's Twitter as well at Hyperion Co.
Yeah, and then of course, follow me on Twitter first because I'm better at Portalman5 because 2341 were taken. So you want to make sure you find me
Changing it
on
up
there.
today.
I changed it up yesterday and you didn't call on it because you were
Oh
too
yeah.
sad. Okay, it was fine because you guys keep making fun of me for it, but I don't have anything else yet. Actually, there you go. Twitter challenge. Give me a better catchphrase.
No, I don't think that I will. But while you're over there on Twitter, drop me a follow as well at Lord Thethan. You guys can stay up to date with everywhere that I go live. And it's Portal. It's at least for now, it's over for us. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in the Legends week as well as for the finals. For those of you who have been watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in and sharing the Twitch chat with lots of love for our Hyperion staff, casters, and teams. And don't go anywhere. More Overwatch ahead, but for tonight, we're done. Have a spectacular rest of the evening.